Well, g'day guys, Chris from Vertical Industries, 4-wheel drive and adventure. On today's episode, we are hitting, once again, the South Australian outback. We've got a lot to show you. As you can see, a pretty iconic spot behind us here, Pildappa Rock is our first point of call. Plenty more to come. We've got a big action-packed day for you guys, so stay tuned, get yourself comfortable and come along for the ride. SA Outback, here we come. Here's a small taste of what's coming up next. Kicking off where it all began, day one. We tackled the long drive from Adelaide to Kimber, taking about 5 hours, and then deciding to call that camp for the night. Day two was another 5 hours of travel before arriving at the start of the Googs Track, but not without a quick stop at Pildappa Rocks and a chat with Jenny Denton, the widow of Googs himself. Well, guys and girls, we've just rocked up for a little special treat before we continue on the tracks. We've rocked up to see Jenny. Obviously quite historic when it comes to the Googs Track, so let's go in, say good day, get a couple of books and then be on our way.
You know you're standing next to a legend, you know that?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, 100%.
You too. Pretty sweet.
Come on in, you're getting lots of cuddles today.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
That's Googs Track. That's Lone Oak there. And this is Googs Track, and that's the dog fence. We live behind the dog fence.
Now we're going to jump on the tracks, and where are we going to head to now, Meg?
So we're heading straight out to Googs Lake tonight. We're going to set up camp, have some fire and some beers, and kick back and relax for a bit.
Beautiful. What do you reckon we go do that?
Yeah, let's go do that.
Awesome. Let's go. Googs Track, the start. Quite a few exciting moments to come, I reckon. They have freshly graded the road into the Googs Track, but up ahead it looks like a lot of fun. In true vertical style, we stick together, we make it happen, and we tick this off the bucket list together. So we're gonna soak up a bit of this sun. Looking forward to base camp. We've got the crew behind me now, surrounding me.
Googs Track!
Yes! All right, let's air down and get into it. It does look like at this stage we will be setting up in the dark, but hey, it's all part of the fun and we're still experiencing Googs firsthand. So nothing like a little bit of night forward driving. Not that the GoPro's showing it right now. It's got a pretty fancy feature there where it's making things look a lot lighter than it is, but it's pretty dark. We've got high beams, spotlights and everything else on. Pushed through to base camp, which I believe is probably about 4 Ks away. We can only sit on about 40-ish Ks an hour anyway, because of the corrugations and obviously this time of night with all the wildlife and whatnot, and just doing the right things and trying to keep the tracks in the best conditions that they can be. You got it, right, Dakota? Yeah, I think I'll buy my buddies. is 7:54 in the morning. It is also 4 degrees. It's bloody fresh this morning. Obviously first time for us, rocking up so late last night. Being able to see where we are. Googs Lake campground is where we are. We've got all the crew sort of scattered out around us. There's a few more over there, a couple more there. But yeah, I'm sure they'll all be getting up shortly. We've got a few different options that we might do today. I know some of the other guys might trek off and do one of the other tracks. Some other people want to explore the lake further, so we'll have a bit of a team meeting when everyone gets up. But for now, I'm going to try and soak up what is coming up behind me at the moment. Can't quite see very well just yet, but it's going to be pretty special in about half an hour, I reckon. So we'll slowly start getting the crew together, get a coffee into us, and come up with a game plan. Googs Track, eh? Let's soak it up.
Doodad here is preset to 24 psi. You screw it in and go.
Beautiful. As easy as that.
That one's Glenbo's.
I like it. Good bit of kit. Alrighty guys, we have left base camp. We are pushing along the Googs Track. I am a co-pilot today. We've got Kira driving her brand new D-Max. We should be able to showcase this track pretty well for you guys. But yeah, beautiful weather, big smiles. We're about to tackle the Googs Track. Well, after a fantastic day on the tracks, we have decided to go and suss out the lake. That's salty. That's salty?
I don't know, like a massage with sharp nails.
Well, that's about as much fun as you can have anywhere. What a cracker day we've had, and getting out and exploring some of Googs Track, Googs Lake and surroundings. It was time to get the fire going, cook up a nice feed and get ready for one hell of a day tomorrow. Mount Fink, here we come. Another day, another spectacular morning. With the sun shining through our tents and swags, we were all keen to pack up, head a few k's down the beaten track and experience Googs Memorial and the Money Tree.
It's a bad one. That's cool. I can see why you're in
Pretty special place, isn't it, Murphy?
Yeah, it's up there.
You've whacked some money in the tree?
Certainly have.
Awesome, good on you.
Get it.
Definitely a bucket list tick for a lot of us guys coming out here, seeing the memorial and obviously putting our money in that tree. So glad to be doing it with this amazing bunch of people where we've had a great trip so far. Still got a few days ahead of us and some pretty iconic spots as well that we're going to tick off the old bucket list. But yeah, we'll stay here for another 5-10 minutes and we will hit the tracks and go and find Mount Finke. Just like a Sunday drive. We are having so much fun. Still pushing along Googs Track, but geez, it doesn't get much better than this. The terrain just continually keeps changing, as well as the corrugations keep getting more and more excitable, I guess would be a word you could say. Kira's having an absolute blast at the moment, smiles all around. I've got carpet burn up my arm from bracing myself with the door, but we are having a lot of fun. This is beautiful weather, amazing track and awesome company. 4Ks away from Mount Finke, so still just trekking along. We are going to camp there for the night and we're going to do the old walking trails and whatnot, so we'll be able to give you some pretty specky views when we get there. Mate, we made it. Mount Finke, how we feeling?
Mate, feeling on top of Mount Finke.
You excited, mate? We made it.
Sure.
We've done well, yes. So, we've made it to Mount Finke. Everyone's just organising themselves, taking the thongs off and putting the boots on. It's a pretty rocky looking track, so let's see how far up we get. Well, as you can see, I've got a long way to go. It's a pretty tough little track, this one. Not that there is a track, you just make your own, but we've got one of the last guys coming up the hill now. Way over there. What a bloody view.
What do you reckon, Dakota? Oh, it's unreal. Definitely a walk, that's for sure.
look where we are. Base camp is set up for the crew. We've got the fire going. Some people are organising dinner, but not all of us as yet. We just want to soak in this sunset, which is specky as. Look at the view now, some of the crew.
That looked cool in the wild, like native.
Yeah, then we went back in there. And they were there.
No, I just got to put the effort into it.
Nice. Yeah, soaking in a beautiful afternoon, guys. This, you know, is a picture postcard moment for us and a big bucket list tick. So happy to be here, enjoying it with the family. I'm gonna soak in our natural habitat. I'll get some GoPros watching the sun come down and let you guys enjoy that. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. With the excitement of hitting our next location, we were packed up and on the trucks by 9. With a few more dunes to tackle, salt pans to explore, and K's under the tyres, we pushed on to see where the tracks lead us next.
We've just ticked off the Googs Track, so it's one of those iconic bucket list items that I know I'll be doing it again many more times in the future, but it's one of those opportunities that everyone has had the chance to do now, and it's done. We've turned off from Googs Track, we're now on the road to Kingunya, so we've got about another 80 to 100 k's until we pull in there.
Murphy, we've made it, Kingunya. What an absolute cracker of a place. What do you think so far?
It's a nice little place. We've got a good pub out the front that we're going to be having some dinner at later on.
Yes, I'm excited
we're
about
staying
that.
here at the caravan park, supporting local. She's not had a very easy time during COVID. So we've all packed our tents and swags in nicely into the little park, ready to have a shower.
Absolutely, support local, I suppose, at the end of the day. And like you mentioned, you know, times have been tough over the last couple of years, but it's nice to get out and enjoy our backyard and support local. So, as mentioned, we're here, we've set up base camp, we're going to make our way to the pub and have a vertical family meal together. So as mentioned, we're going to have a pub meal, and here it is, pub meal extravaganza. We're having a cracker time, everyone's having a good feed, we'll get a few beers into us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sorry, I've still got one more. And that's the railway, right? So then, what they do is this section. Sorry, I'm only one guy actually. I made him pick up mine. Anybody?
Well, early morning, ready to kick off what looks like our last 24 hours here in the South Australian outback. Crew's all packed up. There's the iconic pub just over there that we had a fantastic night at. Yeah, guys, look, if you get the opportunity to get down here, put a little bit of money into the town, you really won't regret it. The guys are absolutely fantastic, very accommodating, and geez, they've got some stories around the fire to tell you, as well as the caravan park. Get in there, the facilities are brand spankers, the people that run it are absolutely fantastic. So get here, guys, and experience what we just have. Time to get back on the track, so let's make that happen and show you what's coming up. Well Well guys, we've just rocked up at Skull Tanks. We've got Mark with us now, and he's going to give us a bit of a rundown of what this is all about.
Yeah, so Skull Tanks behind us here was built in the late 1800s. It was built purely, feeds up from the water table, the Australian water table, and purely for the travellers coming through on their camelbacks to replenish their water bags, and also give water to all the stock, the sheep and cattle and all that sort of things.
Why is it built so low?
So that's for the sheep and what have you to come under, and they get out of the sun. So or two while the sheep drink water, you take them full of water, they feed off the top of the
We've just been travelling along, and for quite a few people, they wouldn't have witnessed this in real life, but it's literally everywhere around here, the Sturt Desert Pea.
So when you came in on the cattle bit up there, yeah. St. Ives? Yes. Mount Ives? Yeah. So, yeah, St. Ives, Mount Ives. Yeah. So that's the start of their pastoral station. Yep. But anyway,
Definitely not what you'd expect to find out in the desert, that's for sure, as a giant submarine. But no, well done by the Lions Club, getting out here and having some cool little things that you can come out and explore during your adventure. So another big bucket list tick. Happy days. Another awesome day on the tracks. It was time to find a base camp, set up a nice big fire, and enjoy our last night together here in the SA Outback.
yeah, that looks like the go to me.
Well guys and girls, we're pretty much home sweet home. It's been a fantastic adventure. Thanks so much to everyone that was involved, especially Mark for organising and show us some of what he's seen in the past. It's just a beautiful place, guys. I do want to mention, guys, if you have enjoyed what you've seen, please subscribe, like or comment if you want any further information of where we have travelled along this adventure. We're more than happy to help. But yes, it's always one of those exciting things when you get home and you got a couple of fur balls. It's always exciting to go say a quick g'day. Say hello. Hello, beautiful. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you again real soon.
I shut my eyes, trying not to speak, pretend that I'm